about your horses, your stories. What horse changed your life? What horse have you seen help another? Stories, videos, typing it all out. If you love to type out bullet points, heck, whatever it is, we would love to know your stories because it touches all of us and it helps every single one of us grow.
Absolutely. We have been lucky enough to hear many, many stories over the years of how horses have really touched people's lives and helped them to make changes that maybe they didn't even know they needed to make, or have helped people grow out of their shell. And we've seen, the things we've seen have been amazing. So we just want to open that door up a little bit more and hear about all of your horse experiences and anything that's been phenomenal that you've experienced with horses, from working with them and training them and connecting with them to seeing them help others as well.
And it can be anything. Like sometimes even through the sad pieces of sometimes loss, or sometimes, those accidents that your horse can no longer do what they and you love to do. Sometimes those are the stories that also help us to grow into a different person, or into that person we need to be.
Yeah, so, a true person.
Absolutely. I know for myself in 2011, I had lost 5 horses in 8 weeks, and then a 6th horse in the 6 months. 2011, hell of a yucky caca-papa year. Yucky caca-poopa year.
You know what the funny part is they wouldn't have known that you said that one wrong, because that's a curiousism that you make.
Well, that's very true. Anyway. But through even all those losses, which hurt so much, because here's the thing with loss, it never goes away. You just learn how to move forward with it, but it definitely stays with you. But I know each and every single one of those beautiful horses that entered my life changed me for the better, because I had to know it's okay. Like everything does live, everything does die, and it does kill our ever-living being's soul. But what did they come to teach us? And, each and every one of them taught me something personally, not only about myself, but even for business. And how do you move forward when your heart hurts so much? But because of those magical creatures, they helped me to move forward no matter what's happened to me in my life, because the only way is through it, around it, above it, instead of just feeling sorry for myself that all of this has happened. I am so blessed that each of these horses touched my life in some way or another. So that's just a wee little bit of my story, but we would love for you to tell us yours.
Absolutely.
What about you? Comment or?
Well, all of them have had a different role in helping me at one point or another, but they always know what it is that I need. And, it's funny because even in my darkest time, I guess it would be, I didn't know what direction I was going to go. I didn't even know how to step forward. I knew I had to, but I was just this lump of bleh at that point that just didn't make sense to me. And it sure as heck did not make sense to the horses. But each of them had a role in really moving me forward. And in that point where it was like, I was going in and I was thinking, they're going to give me a snuggle, because that's just what I need right now, is I need a snuggle. No, they did not snuggle me. They bit me, really, is what happened. And, our horses, they don't bite people. They don't do that piece. But for me, because I do have that relationship, I was at that point where I needed seriously to get my ass handed to me to be able to understand what I had within myself to move forward. And as a person who has depression as well, they do this for me every single day. Even before I know that I'm starting to kind of go that route again, they give me the inkling to know where I gotta, it's time to put on your big girl panties and, move forward and know where you're at and be mindful of all those pieces. And they keep me regularly in that movement forward piece. And I constantly attribute the person I am today to being able to work with those horses, because I don't know where I would have been without them. I have to say, I don't know where I would be right now without them.
Are the grounding piece to us as humans, and especially during this time. But one other thing we should let them know about. Hi, Brittany. How are you doing?
Oh, hi, Brittany.
Love that. Is we have done a new Facebook group. This Facebook group is all about globally, let's share with each other the stories of our horses, or maybe someone else's horse. Let's just share. It's not about marketing. It's not about talking about the business you're in. It literally is. It's going to be kind of like chicken soup for the soul, except it's all our horse stories, your horse stories, anybody's horse stories, because it makes it so much more real when you put it in print or you put it on a video and you share it with the world. Someone needs to hear what a horse did for you.
Absolutely.
That human is waiting to hear that story. Maybe we could put the link in, Carson?
What's the name of it, at least?
I know we're having an intermission right at this moment, but this is open for everybody. So this is definitely going to be a public place where you can do all of this. I mean, we would love it right here in our comments as well.
You know what? I'll just put it in the description of this video afterwards. I'll edit the video and put in the link to this group in the description. So you guys can all go back there and find it. And then you don't have to worry about us trying to find it right now.
And you can go in as many times as you want, share as many things as you want about any of the horses, because each and every one of these horses is so special. So we hope that you join us in this beautiful journey, because when we actually are a part of a horse changing our lives or someone else's life, we're actually starting to understand horses better. We're understanding how they communicate better, which in turn brings us to the welfare of the horse. Because no matter what, at the Equine Connection, it's always the welfare of the horse first. It's paramount, because we don't use horses.
Yep.
We literally work with horses. There's no using any living being at this farm.
No.
And we're all misfits right here at this farm.
A little land of the misfit toys.
Exactly. So this, I even think, as we collaborate and tell our stories and our inspirational pieces that are helping other people, because they're going to listen and they're going to be changed by your story, is this in turn is now going to help with the welfare of the horses globally, so that we're all very much so aware. They know what they're doing when they're helping us.
And as an added benefit, I don't know about you guys, but you scroll through social media and all this stuff, and there's a lot of negativity going on. A lot of people hopping on top of other people just to say something that's not so kind.
Yes.
This group is about kindness. This group is about spreading the love of horses and hearing good and positive things. Negativity has zero place within this group. So if you want somewhere to go where you're just going to hear the happy things in life, which I think we all really need right now.
This is it. And it will always be that way. So no
100%.
Marketing, no selling businesses, no nothing, just sharing stories about our beautiful creatures.
So we will see you guys all there. I'll put the link in this description as well. And we can't wait to hear all of your stories.
Have an amazing day, because you're an amazing human. Always remember.